Good evening, everyone.
Hello, everybody. All right. So, welcome to the Mikestand, everybody. Today is Sunday, December the 8th, 2024. Um, of course, we are now doing our weekly look at going back in time to look back at comics history as we of course will be continuing our look back to March of 1940. This week we'll be looking into the world of Centaur Publications. Among the features we'll be looking at tonight will include, of course, Phantom of the Fair, aka Phantom Man. Let's see, Speed Centaur, Mini Midget, and Mighty Man, as well as the Arrow.
Cool.
So, anyways, let me introduce, of course, my co-host for the evening, Apex from Apex Comics.
Yes, Brett Cantrell, Apex Comics. Thank you for having me. Yes, I have a campaign up, Fembat, Volume 1 on Fund My Comic. I'll go and share my screen real quick.
Yes, and if you would also, if you want to share your link in the chat as well, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you're going to, going. There we go. Yes, I'm funded, but of course, gives a little more support. We've made our stretch goal, the free Fembat bookmark. It's a big bookmark. It's like almost 11 inches long. That's what she said. But anyway, yeah, it's a full color bookmark. So let me go ahead and run down the campaign real quick. I have 157 days to go. We're shooting toward our 2,500, which will be the free magnet. But let's here's the main cover, $25 wraparound full color cover. It was the homage to Power Comics #1 from 1977 out of Michigan, and you get the Moonlight variant cover here. I limited to 750 copies. We'll see how far I get to on this one. But that's a variant. Also, you get a $20 blank sketch cover. I need to put a graphic in there somehow, but it's $5 less. You get to draw Fembat or whatever characters you want on this. It's a non-coded, of course, for you guys to get sketch on. It will be non-coded. Just to let you know. For $70, you get all three Fembat covers. For $7, you get a all ages Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator. Enforcer Inc. is my Avengers from the 1980s, based in San Diego. They fight a giant robot in the city of San Diego. Lots of cool action and color. And for $15, you get a Fembat original bookmark signed by me, pencil and ink. Good way to get some original art if you want for a good price. For $30, you get the 2-pack Fembat main wraparound cover plus Enforcer Inc. mini comic. Save a couple of dollars on this tier. For $125, you get the Fembat Fiesta Everything tier. You get all three covers of the Fembat book, plus the limited edition bookmark, 2 prints, 111x17 fold-out poster, a bonus mystery ash can, and 1 Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator mini comic. And for $300, if you want some original art pages, I got 50 pages available. First come, first serve. If you're a buyer, just let me know what page you want or what description. I'll see if I have it for you. Buy that for $300. Plus, you get a free Fembat Volume 1 main cover, which is a wraparound cover. Get a free comic with your art purchase. And for the tiers, we got the Fembat. For every backer gets the Fembat bookmark. 2,500. We're looking forward to the free Fembat magnet. It's like about 4-inch magnet, roughly. For $5,000, if we reach that goal, we get a Fembat trading card, art by Dan Lawless, the great Dan Lawless. Look how beautiful she looks. You also have the
Yeah,
staff.
I mean, it's kind of hard not to notice her front
Torpedo.
ends in particular. It's like they're gonna come right out and poke you right in the eye if
Woo!
you're not careful.
Amen, brother. Amen. But if you reach the 7,500, I'll add 8 more pages to the book. And if we reach 10K, a free Apex Comics Universe ash can. I have 24-page ash can there if we reach that goal. But we're barely broke at 1,000, so I appreciate every backer. Thank you so much. Check it out. I'll put the link in the chat here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thank you. I'll go and stop sharing right now, and I'll put the link in the chat.
All right. So let's see. Anything else going on with you this week?
Just being on some live streams promoting Fembat and doing some DoorDash, and I've been taking some days off so I could be on some live streams with some YouTubers.
Some days off from work.
Yeah, from work. Yeah, I've got some days to use a lot of personal time and vacation time.
Actually, normally I would ask this after the show, but since we're kind of talking about it a little bit, anyways.
Sure.
My next open day, RJ was not able to take the 29th because he was afraid that what was going to happen on the 29th happened last week, where he might not get back from his, because it's the holidays.
All right.
So he wasn't able. So he took the following week. So I have December 29th open.
I'll have to look at my work schedule, see if I'm available or not. I'll have to see. I can check with my management.
I mean, I know it's like 3 weeks instead of the usual 4, but still enough time for you to.
Yeah, I could probably get with my management, see if I maybe we'll take off. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, since you said you had a lot of free time coming, anyways.
Oh, I do. Yeah, I have to use them up before the year's up. Why not?
So should I maybe after the show put you down on the schedule?
I will let you know before you do that. So
all right.
Yeah.
Okay. At least now we got that out of the way, and then we don't have to do it at the very end.
I'd say give me about 5 days and see 4 days roughly. So I go back to work.
I'll probably message you about it like towards the end of the week.
Right.
All right. Yeah. All right. Anyways, with all that out of the way, of course, a reminder to everybody: if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage. That'd be appreciated. Also, if anything we cover tonight grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions, and we will try to do our best to answer those questions the best of our ability. And of course, before we get into the topic at hand, here's the link for you guys if you guys want to check out Fembat Volume 1 from Apex Comics. All right. Yeah. So here we go then. All right. So now let's get into, as they say in the old theater days, let's get into the feature presentation.
Yes.
All right. So the first thing we're going to look at before we actually get into the readings, and I know I didn't ask you this already, but I was assuming, but I didn't want to just assume. You want to read tonight, Apex?
Yes, I'll read. That'd be great.
All right. So, but before, of course, we actually get into the actual readings, a little bit of introductory work is at hand, and apparently, let's see. Oh yeah, I was right, Mike. I was right. I just forgot to take it all the way to the So one of the books, of course, we're going to cover tonight is the first issue of Amazing Adventure Funnies.
Ooh, cool.
That's where we're going to, hopefully, if time permitting, of course, we will probably be reading the Arrow story from.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a cover to it, right? There's but some information here on now this particular book only ran 2 issues.
Oh, Lord.
June and September 1940 cover date. However, there are some notes down here and this is part of the reason why I needed to go through this part, because there's a couple of notes here that should be of some interest, some understanding. So tracking. Numbering continues after number 1 with Phantom Man, Centaur 1940 series number 2. Note, Phantom Man number 2 has a box declaring formerly Amazing Adventure Funnies on the cover, despite the later Amazing Adventure Funnies number 2.
Okay.
And then notes, possibly continued from issue number 1 as Phantom Man number 2, but also published its own issue number 2 between Phantom Man number 2 and number 3. Now, the point here being is that even though this as its own book only ran a couple issues, I think it more or less continued as Phantom Man.
Phantom Man, yes.
Now, Phantom Man was a name that Phantom of the Fair used later in his career. So, just again some tidbits there. So now let's, as I said, get to our feature presentation, as it were.
Yes.
Okay, so Amazing Mystery Funnies. I'm going to start off with Amazing Mystery Funnies.
Yeah.
We'll be starting off with Phantom of the Fair and Speed Centaur. And then we'll go over to, of course, Amazing Man comics and read Mini Midget and
Mighty Man.
And then we'll probably wrap up with the Arrow story from Amazing Adventure Funnies. So, with all that being said, let's get over to the first book here. Alrighty then. Here we go. So, as I said, if you haven't already, you guys can help out by liking and sharing the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage. That'd be appreciated. Also, anything here we talk about grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. I'll try to answer the questions best of my ability. Amazing Mystery Funnies, 10 cents, number 21 June. Of course, that's the...
You want to open it. No, you don't want to cancel. That would be bad.
Well, first off, I didn't even...
That's weird.
Oh, no. I know it's... No, I shouldn't need to actually click it. It should...
Oh,
because I just, out of habit, I click them to make sure that they're active.
It's a Paul Gustafson cover. He's the artist for The Angel back during Marvel Mystery Comics.
Yeah. Paul Gustafson. Well, remember, this was a time, late 30s, early 40s, when comic books were first coming out.
Yeah.
You had a number of writers and artists working for multiple companies. I mean, basically, it was like Will Eisner and his studio were basically putting out stories and stuff for, I know, Quality. They did some stuff for Quality. They did stuff for Centaur, Fiction House. So, I mean,
that's great.
Their work's all over the place. You know it.
It's a sweatshop.
It's just that the only thing is, though, is that a lot of times part of the reason why you had some of these guys with all these pseudonyms and all that, they couldn't let them know that, hey, I'm also
for another
working
company. Yeah, they had a lot of pseudonyms back then. That's true.
Yeah. So, well, I know Will Eisner had like quite a few.
Oh yeah, it's Jack Kirby and among others. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Story says.
I forgot. This one doesn't have. Okay, we're gonna have to skip that one.
Okay.
This is that's the thing I forgot about this book after I seen the other one was that it didn't have the first page.
All right.
This is the Phantom of the Fair story. Sorry about that.
Okay, we'll get to
Well,
the.
we can well, actually, there's like 3 Phantom of the Fair stories in the Amazing, all reprints though. But we'll
All right.
probably read one of those
Okay.
when we get over there. But anyways, we're over here at
Oh, this is what's his name? Oh God.
space. Well, this is Space Patrol.
Basil
Right here.
Wolverton. Basil Wolverton.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he's so good.
I forgot about that one.
Awesome art though. Really
Yeah.
cool. Lots of stippling line work.
But then again, I guess we could read one of the Phantom of the Fair stories from
Sure.
Amazing.
Sure, let's just do that.
Albeit, from what I understand, all those stories initially are reprints, anyways.
Yeah, that's right.
I'll get to those in a bit here.
That's wild.
Larry King, Adventure Hunter.
Yeah, that's some good art.
Yeah. And just a variety of stories here too. You want to talk about diversity? Look,
Look all this, yeah. That's cool.
Not in the same vein of how we talk about diversity today, or how people want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But you had all kinds. You had adventure stories. You had humor stuff. You had superheroes. You had
catfish.
Navy. You had spies. You had a little bit of everything.
That's all I love about these old comics. Just
here we go.
Speed Centaur. Let's read that.
Centaur.
Yeah, cool.
Actually, I think it's Centaur, not Centaur. I keep saying I kept by Malcolm Kildale.
All right.
Speed Centaur. The strange creature, half man, half horse, and the case of the cop killer. On a lonesome beat on the outskirts of the city of Rackets walks Officer Tory. When Irish eyes are suddenly, ugh! Officer Tory lay dead. A small dart had pierced his ear. While out of the shadows steps the hulking figure of an East Indian holding a blowgun.
Huh, dead. Dart work fast.
The Indian removes the part from the dead officer's ear.
Huh, one little prick with this, and all is over.
Turning toward the full moon, the Indian vows.
By the gods of vengeance, O moon, when next you appear like this, another of these dogs die.
The next day, Officer Torpy's body was found and taken to the morgue for an autopsy. The police commissioner and medical examiner confer.
You want me to read that one?
Well, I'll read the I think the guy in the white hair there.
All right.
Yeah, that's the coroner, the medical examiner,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And then you can do the police commissioner there.
Okay, sure.
I think it was a heart attack, Commissioner, but something bothers me. There was a small hole in his ear, and the skin around it was discolored. But what it means, I don't know. So, well, call the case closed. But every 2 weeks, when the full moon appears, another cop on a lonely beat meets death.
Help me, oh!
And the same stealthy figure steals from the shadows to survey his diabolical slaughter.
You make the filth dog.
I actually think that's fifth.
The fifth. You make the fifth dog.
Meanwhile, the police department issues new orders. You want to act like the cop reading the board there? If you can.
Yeah. Officers shall tour lonesome beats in pairs until further notice, Commissioner. What do you make of that, Porky?
The commissioner thinks there's something queer the way the other boys died.
Okay. Yes.
The Daily View by this time become suspicious of the many deaths, calls in Real McCoy, ace reporter, to work on the case. I'll let you do the.
Oh, okay. You want to do that? Okay. Now get going, Real, and find out what this is all about.
Yes, sir. At police headquarters, Real talks to the commissioner. But
I'm the guy in the brown suit, right? Okay.
yeah.
But I tell you, McCoy, the men had heart attacks.
Okay, if you won't talk, I'll find out another way. Well, I'll get going.
So that's you, right?
I guess.
Yeah, it's you.
He's in the blue suit.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, that's you.
It's me? Why am I
Yeah,
in the brown suit
there's a
for?
bit of a coloring error there because
All right.
they had the commissioner
Oh,
in the brown suit, but now it looks like they have
yeah.
him in a blue
Change
suit.
suits. Oh, more headaches. Now reporters are snooping around, and I haven't even got an idea as to what's wrong.
That night, as officers, Schmidt and Foley leave the station house to tour a lonely beat. A figure keeping well in the shadows trails them.
Is that me?
Following these two might lead to something. This is the loneliest beat in town. The others all died on beats like this, and come to think of it, it was on a night like this, with a full moon, when the others died. Pretty astute reporter, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
As the officers walk along, Foley suddenly slumps to the ground as a dart tears through his body and flies on, piercing Officer Schmidt, who falls to the ground with a sharp cry.
Yeah.
A figure steps from the shadow and chuckles as he removes the dart.
Two dogs in one shot. God of vengeance must be pleased, for I, Hassan, am pleased.
At that moment, a figure flies through the air and tackles the massive Indian. But he's got him in a nice little clothesline lariat move right there.
Yeah. Ah.
Both men crash to the ground. When Real and the Indian struggle to their feet, Real rocks the killer with a terrific blow to the jaw. As Hassan falls back, he grabs for his blowgun, but Real once more dives at the Indian only. This time the Indian was prepared for him, and with his huge body behind a terrible blow, he meets Real's dive with a KO punch. Yeah, that has got to be one of the most painful things to experience. You're running at somebody, they're cocking back, and they pow right in the face like that. That would be
knock you out.
Yeah. The next day, Speed Centaur, listening to his portable radio in his cave outside the city of Rackets, hears a news report. Since I'm doing real McCoy there,
Okay.
I'll have you do speed.
All right. Good. Troop. Oh, yeah.
Oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. Wait.
That's a radio.
Oh yeah, that is okay. I'll do the radio. You can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two policemen found dead on Oak Street. The wallet of a missing reporter named Real McCoy was found near the bodies.
Real missing. I must get to work, and if anyone has harmed him, I'll tear them limb from limb.
Oh wow, that's got to be frightening. Thinking that you got a centaur ready to rip you.
Oh yeah.
That night, Speed leaps over the city and makes for the south side near the river where the policemen were found. Speed searches the lonely spot with the hope of picking up Real's trail.
What's this? A dart and a trail of blood.
Speed follows the trail and finds it leading him to the waterfront.
These bloodstains lead to that ramshackle boathouse.
All right. Just a little note here. Speed's still kind of on the younger side.
Yeah, he is.
So, if you can, just a suggestion.
Sound like a younger guy.
Yeah. So you might want to, go up a little bit, pitch a little bit if you can.
These bloodstains lead to the ramshackle boathouse.
Yeah. There you go. Meanwhile, inside the boathouse.
Whoa, dog. How is the race coming? Ah, my little pets have almost chewed their way to freedom.
In the room below, Hassan lay Real, securely tied, while just out of striking distance are. You won't get away with this, you killer. Two huge rats with poisonous darts tied to their heads and who are desperately trying to free themselves from the rope that keeps them from Real.
When my little pets have freed themselves, they will go for you, for they are starving, and when they do, the darts will pierce your skin, and you will die like those stupid cops.
Of course, the one story element that we don't get here, we probably, and knowing how the writing was at this time, we probably won't. Is okay. Let me ask you this: we know that there's an element missing here. Okay, so the $1 million question here is what's the element that's missing here?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
I'm not. Yeah, tell me. What is it?
Why is he killing cops?
Okay, there's got to be a reason. All right, we'll find out.
I mean, chances are, with the way they wrote stories back then, this is like one of the biggest plot holes. Like, okay, he's killing cops. Why is he killing cops?
Right.
Is he just killing cops? Was he hired by somebody to kill cops, or did he get some kind of we don't. That's the thing. They just have you. The story just goes with him. He's just going out using a blow dart gun to just kill cops. But we don't know why.
Right. Okay. All right.
At that moment, Speed enters the boathouse, and as he does, he steps on a trapdoor and falls in. And with a splash, he hits the water below the boathouse. Hassan, with blowgun in hand, runs for the trapdoor, and peering down, cries,
So you have fallen into Hassan's trap. Well, this is what I do to snoopers.
So saying, Hassan lifts the blowgun to his lips and lets fly a deadly dart at Speed. But Speed had been prepared for this, and at the sight of the blowgun on the killer's lips, he dove underneath the water, and the poisonous dart passed harmlessly over his head.
Nice.
Speed touches the floor of the river and with a mighty spring surges upward. So he goes all the way down and
Oh Lord. Yeah. Makes it up there.
um, out of the river through the open trap door and into the room with a startled Hassan.
No, you rat. You didn't get me. What have you done with my friend, you murderer? You'll never know, for Hassan kill you now.
Once more, the deadly blowgun is aimed at Speed. But Hassan, who is shaken at the sight of Speed, cannot control his arm, and the dart flies past Speed and hits the wall. So I guess Hassan is now realizing, okay, this is not an ordinary man I'm dealing with.
No,
This is
this
something
guy's
completely different.
a freak of nature. I'm gonna mess with him. Yeah.
Then Speed, with a savage charge, hurls himself at Hassan and picking up the Indian, bounces him to the floor with a resounding crash. And look at how he just
Ah! Ah!
Thinking the Indian unconscious, Speed mutters.
Well, that will hold you till the police come.
As Speed turns to leave the room, the Indian rises to his feet in a daze and cries,
Police won't get Hassan like they did my brother. My blowgun is broken, and I can't fight you, but I can do this.
"Oh wow!" So we do find out why he's killing. So
Yeah,
it's revenge.
Yes, revenge. Yeah.
And before Speed can prevent it, the killer jabs in one of his poisonous darts into his own body and slumps to the floor dead. That was classic back in these days too, as well.
Yeah. So
Rather than get taken in by the police, they just off themselves.
Yep.
You know, as I recall from Detective Comics, Volume 1, Issue 33, such is the fate of those who would do evil, right?
Right.
You know what I'm referring to, right?
Yeah, one of the villains. Yeah.
The first Batman story.
Oh, right. Okay. That crazy devil has killed himself. But I must find Real. What's that? It sounds like a cry coming from the next room.
Running to the door, Speed finds it locked, but throwing his weight against the door, crumbles. Door crumbles. In a second, Speed grasps the situation and picking Real up, he dashes from the room. Just as the two rats break loose.
Oh.
With Real gone and no food in sight, the two starved rats attack each other, only to roll over dead as the darts pierce their skin.
Oh.
Ouch!
Yeah.
Well, Speed, that was close. Where's the Indian?
He's dead. Killed himself. I wonder why he picked on the police. Do you know Real?
Yeah, he told me when I was his prisoner. It seems his brother had been killed by a policeman after he had lost his mind and killed 3 people with a butcher knife.
Mm.
You see, Hassan thought the cop should have captured his brother instead of killing him. So for revenge, Hassan used a strange new poison he discovered to kill all the cops.
Well, no one will ever know what that poison was, as it left no trace of itself. Anyway, that's the end of cop killings.
Yeah, Speed, but let's go. Let's go. I have to get my story in. Follow Speed Centaur in a new adventure next month.
Ta-da!
All right. So, of course, before we head on to the next story, and we'll head over to Amazing Man Comics in a moment here,
Mm-hmm.
before we head over there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Rick. Rick's here.
Rick, what's up?
As always, if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to engage, I'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. We'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. So, overall impressions, Apex, of the story.
That's good. It finally revealed why he was killing those cops. The villain did. Yeah, finally did.
So yeah, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just go into it, and you don't really
no reason
see why. I know. Rick and I had a discussion about something that happened a while back. One of the first Centaur stories I read, where he was just kind of came into it and he just instantly believed everything the people who he first came in contact with.
Right.
And that sparked quite a discussion between us at that point. But,
oh boy.
Yeah. But anyways,
cool.
So overall, so your overall impressions of the story were that it was pretty good. Any comments on the writing, on the how everything, on how the pacing, or anything like that?
Just your average comic back set in 1940. So yeah, that's good.
And what about the art?
It's fairly decent. I mean, it's not the best I've seen, but it works fine. You know what character is, except when they miscolored the suits.
Yeah, that was a bit of a.
Like, oh, who is he again? Wait a minute, he had a brown suit, now he's a blue suit. He changed suits in between panels.
Well, you know, it threw me off too. I mean,
it's fine. Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, so we'll just quickly just scan through the rest. There's John Litton, Flyer, a scientist adventurer. You know, when they do, like, it's kind of funny when whether it's like when we're looking back to the comics here from the 40s, or even as I recently started watching some of the older anime, like some of the 60s animes, like Astro Boy.
Yeah.
And now Astro Boy and Gigantor, they're both set in the year 2000, or at least what they thought the year 2000 would be like, right? It's kind of fun to see what these people think of the future. A lot of times when we see how they, see what they thought of it. I mean, obviously 2000 was not what people thought it would be back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
No flying cars, no rocket ships everywhere, and laser pistols, that sort of thing.
But anyway, so just give people a chance to look at some of the other nice stuff here. Now we're gonna, of course, head over to Amazing Man Comics.
Amazing Man Comics.
So 13. We're gonna read Mini Midget and Mighty Man.
Oh, cool.
And there's a pretty, and when we go through the stories, you'll see why. There's a particular reason why I like putting those two together.
Yeah. Could I be Mini Midget?
Well, before I even say anything, or before we even get over there, can you guess why I like to put those two stories together? Usually,
I don't know. Tell me. Why do you?
Okay, I'll get Mini Midget and Mighty Man.
Yeah,
they're two separate stories.
Yeah.
What could what could be interesting about those two in in a pair.
Oh, one's a mighty midget, the other is a mighty man. So you got a mighty
Well,
man midget.
yeah, a little bit simpler than that. Mini midget, of course, is a mini midget.
Right.
Mighty man is a very big, kind of country bumpkin man. So it's like it's kind of the opposite ends kind of thing.
Right.
Albeit mini midget is not really has no powers. He was
Yeah.
just somehow accidentally shrunk.
Mm. Okay. Cool. Ah, yes.
I got to be careful and stop, pushing my cursor button on here unless I'm actually on something.
Mm-hmm. Amazing Man Comics. Nice. Bill Everett art.
Yep.
Cool.
Now, initially, I was going to read this one. This is going to be, but then when I had the other, there's the guy in the white hood. There is a great question.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let me go back up real quick to where you can get the best look. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's even got a question mark on his forehead there.
What the hell? He's got to question his motives. It's Amazing Man.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Mini midget. By John T. Kolb, I believe. And yeah, let's see. The guy and the girl in this case are both shrunk down. They are both midgets.
All right.
I'll let you do the guy. I'll do the girl.
You want to do the girl?
Yeah.
Or you want me to do the girl?
Okay, you do the girl then. I usually just take the girl because most of the time
I'll take the girl. I mean,
all right.
You just want me to do the Well, I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I guess when you and Metal are with me, well, Metal wants to read, of course.
Yeah.
You two can handle the
women. Lust Goddess. Ooh. Hello there. How you been? It's like a Laura Croft character. Lust Goddess. It's cool shades. Checking you out. Okay.
Homeward bound on a peaceful flight overland in a huge airliner, mini midget, the super midget, and Riddy, both only as large as a human hand, sit on the plane's windowsill watching the sunrise. It's great. It's great to be alive and be able to watch the sunrise on a beautiful morning like this, isn't it, Riddy?
Yes, it is, Mini Midget.
But up in front of the plane.
Say, what's this? Boy, what's static? No, wait, listen. Bill, it's the ghost. You know, the Skyway robber.
What? Plane 2, plane Z49. If you If you value lives of passengers and yourselves, send no messages. Follow shall plane that will contact you. Follow small plane that will contact you. Death if you do not, the ghost.
Oh. Look, ready? Here comes a plane.
Wait, I think I was doing mini midget. You were
Oh,
doing.
shit. That's ready. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Look, ready? Here comes a plane. A small plane, a a Hawker Hurricane,
Oh.
single scat fighter, dove down at the airliner and raked its wing with a burst of machine gun bullets before taking the lead. The airliner, unable to fight back, followed.
Pandemonium.
Let's see. Pandemonium broke loose as machine gun bullets struck home, but the stewardess is quieted the passengers. Now, before we, I need to check something here real quick.
Right. Anyone
Right.
else in the chat?
Oh.
No.
All right, that's so it wasn't. I knew I did that for my other thing, but
Everybody be quiet. The pilots will take care of everything. Quiet now. Everything? Nice and quiet. Someone has to shoot at us. Ready? Oh, that's you. Sorry.
Yeah. Everything nice and quiet. Then someone has to shoot at us. Really? Say, that was a black plane with a white draped figure painted on it. The ghost has the airliner. And you like these little arrows? Arrows make it a little easier.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Come on, slide down off this seat.
But where are we going?
Oh wow, there was more stuff here on this.
Oh God, that's right. Oh God. But why? Why'd they shoot? Oh, we'll all be killed. There you go.
Sometimes you don't like they destroy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Back to the baggage compartment. Next. I guess that's what it is. Next.
Yeah.
They won't find us there. The others will be taken when we land, but we'll be free to help them. See? Oh, what do you think of Riddy right there? How they drew her?
It's cute. Just a cute little young lady. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Here we are, back with the baggage. We just have to sit and wait now. The two planes led by the smaller one, settled down on a clearing in the middle of a huge forest.
My friends, I greet you. I am glad you are arrived safely. Oh, excuse me. I'm the ghost, Skyway Robber Supreme. Ha ha ha! I will see that you are taken care of here in my own little way. Ha ha ha! Lock them up, Jojo.
Mini Midget and Riddy watch as the others are locked up in a stone jail on the side of the big house.
Is that you?
It might be somebody.
Get in.
Might be
Hurry up.
Yeah.
All right. Say, has anyone seen the two super midgets lately?
Ha ha! Not I. They're probably hiding under a seat, scared stiff. Oh, if they only knew.
Yeah.
But later, let's go, Riddy. It's dark enough now. Look, the guard is sound asleep. If I could only get his keys, but I might wake him up. Boy, this is what I want. Looks like a bolt or something like that.
Yeah, it's a bolt. Yeah. Yeah.
A nice heavy bolt. Exactly. I won't wake him up. I'll put him in a deeper sleep. Oh boy. Ha ha ha. Mini Midget climbs the stairs till he was on a level with the guard's head. Oh boy. The bolt
They
with
swung,
all
they swung the bolt.
then swung the bolt with all his might. It landed on the guard's chin with a thud, and he slumped down unconscious. Yeah, because as we all know, a good hit to the jaw will knock anybody out, right?
Yeah.
It'll knock you out even further if you have a glass jaw. Then Mini Midget jumped down and took the guard's key. Throw a stone in the windows to attract their attention. Hurry, Riddy.
Who threw that stone? Holy smokes! It's Mini Midget and Reddy. Thanks for getting us out. We sure were in a tough spot.
And I'm going to speak to the governor when we get back about this.
Tie up the guard so he won't cause us more trouble. I have his gun. Mini Midget, you and the girls wait by our plane. We're going to get the ghost.
No, I'm going to wait here.
Me too. Okay. Now then, men, two of us will go around to the back of the house. The rest of us, to the front. Come on, let's go.
This swinging, they charged in front and rear.
Let go of my
Let go of my ear. I'll murder you if you don't. Oh, I guess that was you. I'm sorry.
Nice blocking with their chin.
I guess that's all you right there.
Some fun. Oh boy, what a suck.
Oh wait, I was the older guy. Okay.
All right, go ahead. I don't care.
That's right. The older guy and the younger guy.
All right, go ahead.
Say, I haven't seen the ghost himself. He must have slipped away. Look, Riddy. That looks like the ghost making a run for his plane, escaping.
It is the ghost.
Look at that windsock up there. To take off against the wind. Let's see. He has to come. He has to come this way. Hurry! Help me tie this rope to this ring on the jail.
But why? What are you going to do?
No time for explanation. No time for explanations. Pull the rope over to the tree. We'll tie it there. They got the rope tied just as the ghost plane started down the field. And in the darkness, headed straight for the rope.
The ghost is never caught. I'll soon be in the air and away.
But with a rending of metal, the plane hit the rope and reared up on its nose, hung there for a second. The ghost.
Ooh.
So the ghost screamed as it flipped over on its back and burst into flames. Well, there goes the ghost, Riddy. He was a good chance to he has a good chance to live up to his name, the ghost. Now we might meet up with him in some old house again. Poor guy. I almost feel sorry for him.
Watch for Mini Midget and in the next Amazing Man comics.
All right, so overall impressions.
It's okay.
Any comments on the writing?
Yeah, it's mediocre. It's all right. It got to the point. I mean, the villain only has like a few panels and he's dead. I'm like, oh, it could have been more. Could have seen much more about the villain, you know?
Well, their story was only like 9 pages.
Yeah, that's true.
Or actually seven
Yeah,
pages.
very limited. That's true.
So they probably just felt like they just needed.
That's still away with him.
You know.
Yeah, it's done.
What do you think of the art there?
It's decent. It's not bad.
All right, so let's get ready to move on then to the next story, of course. Mighty Man. So I'm gonna get down. Flute. The shark.
Oh wow. It's a guy in a skivvies with a blue mask calls himself the shark. Wow.
Yes.
All right.
Ape Alibi. To text for you.
Yeah.
The Amazing Mighty Man. All right. Before I start, I just want to see something here real quick. Okay, we're just under an hour thus far, so we got still quite a bit of time there.
Good.
The Amazing Mighty Man by Martin
Philcock. Yeah. I guess.
The Mighty Man, possessing super strength and the miraculous ability to grow and shrink at will, made possible by an operation on himself by a scientist, doctor, now dead. This ability has induced the Mighty Man to dedicate his life to suppressing crime and to make life miserable You like how they said that back then? Quite some alliteration right there, quite some vocabulary there. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
To dedicate his life to suppressing crime and to make life miserable for the criminal. Today, we might think that might sound a little too sophisticated, right?
Yeah. All right.
But see here, look at him. There's Mighty Man, and there's two regular sized people, and then we had Mini Midge in the. So now, can you see why I like putting these two stories together? Usually,
Oh yeah.
kind of the dichotomy there.
Mm-hmm.
Newspaper headlines: Judge kidnapped. May 2nd, 1930. May 7th, 19 or May 2nd, 1940, I guess. May 7th, 1940. Ransom paid 100,000 in, let's see, May 9th, 1940. Judge released. G-Men hunt kidnappers. May 9th, 1940. June, July 1940. Wave of crime hits Midwest. 10th Midwest Bank held up by crooks. News Globe, July 19th. Ears McQuirk, wounded by G-Men. Ears McQuirk. Interesting name. with the thought control in my power, I can grow and shrink at will. People have no idea that I am the ex-giant who they stared at a month ago. And am I glad? Uh-oh. What could that crowd of hillbillies be doing? I'll have to find out. The Mighty Man investigates. What's going on, mister? Somebody hurt? I'll let you take the other. Apex?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. With the thought control of my power, I could grow or shrink.
No, I already did that.
Oh, you did it? Sorry. Okay.
The very last bubble.
Okay, sorry. What's that, son? They said Dade, and we are fixing to plant them right now. We kin folks of his, and we found him, Dade, and we are going to bury him without a lot of fuss. He must be from over yonder ridge. They does a head of feuding over there. Do you know?
Okay. Let me check. Okay, so yeah, we go down and then
down
to the right.
Up. All right.
Do you mind if I take a look at the body?
You're welcome, son. And if you can recognize him, it'll mean a head of his kin. If you can't, well, then we'll go on with planting.
So let's see. The Mighty Man makes an amazing discovery. The dead man is Ears McQuirk.
Do you know him? No, some of his stuff is up at the shack. Tain't much, though. Great Scott, it's Ears McQuirk. No, I don't know this man. I like to look at his apparel. I might find a clue to his identity. Shucks. I guess you better go ahead with the funeral. The stranger sure hair pretty, Ma.
The Mighty Man accompanies the friendly native to his shack.
There's the coat. It's a good one, except for the bullet hole in the back.
In the back, they're empty. What's this? Oh, searching the coat's pockets, Mighty Man finds them empty except for a small piece of paper with an address on it. 44 West Street, St. Louis.
Hmm. What does it say, son? Williams can't read.
Hmm. Just an address, and that doesn't mean much. I'm afraid I can't help you. Here, perhaps you can use this. But the address did mean a lot. A few days later, we find the mighty man in St. Louis.
Is that him or is that another guy? Here's McQuirk was killed by his own gun. G-men shot him in the back, but he also had a bullet hole in his head. I hope the address is a clue.
Oh,
That's
actually,
supposed to be
that was
you. That's
yeah,
you.
that was.
Sorry.
No problem. I'll just do it.
Yeah.
Ears McQuirk was killed by his own gun. The G-men shot him in the back, but he also had a bullet hole in his head. I hope the address is a clue.
Oh.
The mighty man finds that 44 West Street is a rooming house. Do you have a room for rent?
I have been one that's been vacant a week. The rumor is gone, and his friends say he won't be back.
Boy, is he helpful.
Yeah.
You know why I did that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dotted lines means that he's not really speaking. It's
Right.
more like he's thinking.
It's a whisper with thinking. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. In his room, armed with a newspaper containing a picture of Ears McQuirk, the mighty man gives his thought control a rigid test. I want to look like Ears. I must look like Ears.
Okay. It alters appearance.
By thought suggestion, the mighty man is making an amazing transformation. Thank you. Felt it coming, so that's why I turned my head to the side there. Making an amazing transformation. His nose, ears, mouth twitching, changing. The mighty man turns. He now looks exactly like the photo of Ears McQuirk. I'll bandage my head and put on my rubberized outfit. Then I'll look up the mob. The landlady said Ears had friends in 2B. I'll bet they'll be surprised to see me. The mighty man knocks on the door. But he does not wait for an answer. He opens the door quickly.
It's Ears! Ears, he's dead. I can't.
The room is a scene of confusion. Five terrified crooks stare at Ears in the flesh, and all right, he should be dead. The gangsters gather around the man they believe is Ears McQuirk.
Gee, Ears, we're glad to see you alive. Yep. How are you? Where you been? We thought you. Shh.
But Ears does not utter a sound.
Where have you been? Come on, speak up. How are you feeling? We're your friends. Fellows, you're wasting your time. He's deaf. But gosh, not only is he deaf, but dumb too. Hey, that's you.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Actually, that's one of the other gangsters. I'm sorry. I was about to say.
Oh, look how he's staring. He doesn't know us.
Hold on,
Gosh.
hold on, hold on.
No, it's fine.
All right, go now.
Gosh, he won't say a word, even when I poke him. Hey! Nope, he can't hear. It's uncanny. I was sure he was dead, but that's ears or his ghost. Maybe you can explain it, Tops. Oh, is that Tops, sir? Okay.
Yeah.
I can't, but I could guess you shot him. But for some reason, it didn't kill him. Some hick found him, patched him up, and gave him clothes as he has on. He must have wandered off and came here by instinct. That shot in the head must have done something to his hearing and vocal cords.
Hmm.
He shouldn't be alive right now. And if he should remember what we did to him, I'm afraid he'd be tough to handle. The deacon was right. Here's his whole side wrapped up. We better get rid of him before he comes out of fog. Yep, he's dangerous. It was supposed to kill him once. I'll do a good job this time. Who's coming with me? I'll go. I never did like him. Ha ha! Just because nicknamed you baby face.
Unknown to the killers, Ears, alias the Mighty Man, is taking in every word. Willingly, he goes with the two killers for a ride. Of course, setting them up for something, obviously, right?
Yeah. I've taken a few guys for a ride, but this is the first one that went along without kicking up a fuss. Here's such a bad guy, but the G-men recognize him. The big boss said to eliminate him.
Half an hour later, 5 minutes from the city,
Look at his ears back there. I believe he's enjoying his ride. Yeah, but not for long. We're almost here.
the two killers park the car behind a grove of trees. They make an amazing discovery.
He's gone. What?
The Mighty Man, posing as Ears McQuirk, has disappeared by thought suggestion. He has shrunk to the size of a wrench and is now hiding behind the rear seat. So now he's more like got the powers
Of,
of like Doll Man. He
yeah.
had him, Ray Palmer had him.
Mighty midget, the midget guy, yeah, mini midget,
No, you thought Mini Midget was the one who had the
shrinking powers, right?
yeah.
No,
That wasn't the case.
no. Oh, okay. It's strange. He was in the car a minute before you parked. I don't like this at all.
Meanwhile, the Mighty Man has crawled out of the car and is hiding behind a wheel without knowing it. The two killers have fallen into a trap, guns drawn when they stand when they stand almost back to back.
Ah,
The Mighty Man jumps between the two killers and shouts at the top of his voice.
that's you.
So you dirty rats want to kill me?
It's his. Let him have it.
Oh, firing as they whirl each mortally wounds the others.
Oh.
It worked. That's two less to worry about. I'll carry on with my plan. Tops and the others will get a um, will get a surprise when they read the morning papers. That very same night, a cop on the bridge detail recognizes Ears McQuirk.
It's Ears McQuirk. Stop or I'll fire.
But before the cop could fire, Ears disappears um, over the side of the bridge.
Gosh, he jumped. He'll be killed.
The policeman was mistaken. It was Mighty Man and not Ears he saw. And he didn't jump the instant he was on the guardrail. He shrank to a very small size and was hiding in the corner of one of the girders.
Oh. Ferd, look out.
The Mighty Man was right. The killers did receive a rude shock. Upon reading the morning newspaper,
2 gangsters found slain. Ears McQuirk, a suicide. Police drag river for body. Gosh, so that's why Babyface and the Deacon didn't come back. Yeah, wonder what happened. Where's Tops? I'd like.
a knocking at the door interrupts the conversation.
It's Ears!
And as abruptly the door opens, revealing Ears.
It's Ears!
Slowly walks toward the 2 gangsters. At every step, he grows larger. Oh boy, that's got to be quite.
Oh. Oh.
The two, terrified, men collapse from fear. They'll never commit another crime. The Mighty Man's keen ears detect footsteps. Someone's coming. I'll bet it's Tops. Quickly, he shrinks to very small size. It's Tops, all right. Tops rushes to his partner's aid. Ferd is still alive and with difficulty tells Tops what occurred while he was away.
What happened, Ferd? Speak up. Who did this? Ears. It was Ears. Did you read the paper? Did you see the papers? Ears, or his ghost was just here. Ears ain't human. Get me out of here.
But instead of helping the almost paralyzed man, Tops dashes out of the room and down the stairs. No honor among thieves, huh?
Nope.
He did not know that Mighty Man was in his pocket. Tops jumps into his car and drives like mad out of the city.
This Ears business is driving me nuts. I gotta see the boss.
An hour later, he is talking to a prosperous-looking man.
Judge, your plan to fake a kidnapping and then have a G-man keep in contact with you so that we could rob banks without having them on our trail too soon was okay. But we made a big mistake by killing Ears. He's haunting us. Don't tell me you believe in that ghost stuff. What's that?
Looking on the floor, the judge sees Ears McQuirk, Hi, Judge. So, you're my new boss, and you had me knocked. Tops, almost crazed with beer, grabs for his gun. By thought, suggestion, Ears, alias the Mighty Man, comes into action. A huge arm strikes um,
Strikes out.
out of his shoulder. At the same instant, Tops fires. Look at that.
Yeah.
You know who that kind of reminds me of?
Kind of like Mr. Fantastic, Stretch
Well,
Armstrong,
one possible. Well,
Plastic Man.
not necessarily those guys.
Uh,
Meteor Man. Do you remember who Meteor Man was?
you talking about that movie that came out, or is that
No.
no?
60s Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Was it?
Birdman and the Galaxy Trio.
Oh, okay. I barely even watched those.
Yeah.
That's
The
very young.
Galaxy Trio, Meteor Man, who is, I believe, voiced by Mike Road.
Yeah,
and he'd have the power to extend it, to increase the size of his limb.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he also did Race Bannon, Mike Road.
Yeah. As well as Xandor,
Yeah,
the Herculoids.
yeah.
The bullet goes wild, striking the judge and killing him instantly. That ends the gang. I'll call up the G-men and have them pick up the judge and Tops. Tops will be able to tell them the whole story, his version of it, though, and I just know the G-men won't believe him. Weeks later,
Tops went to the chair today, and to the very end he swore that Ears McCork's ghost caused their downfall. Yeah, it's funny, but I wonder what did happen. Takes those two guys we found dead in the rooming house for an example. What killed them, huh?
the Amazing Man is in the next issue of, or the Amazing Mighty Man is in the next issue of Amazing Man Comics. Don't miss it.
Da, da, da.
All right. Normally, I don't. Normally, when I've been using the Read Comics Online site, I haven't had too many issues with those pop-ups.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just hoping that I don't get busted by YouTube for that.
Nah.
I usually quickly get rid of them as quickly as I can, but
Sure.
I'm gonna shut the window here for a moment.
Right.
And see if I can fix it by going out and coming back in. So, but while I'm doing that, if you want to talk to the chat for a moment,
Yeah.
while I'm taking care of this.
Yes. Hello, all. Hope you're enjoying what we're doing. A little dramatic reading of these wonderful comics. Plus, you guys can find a chance to check out Fembat Volume 1 on Fund My Comic. Give her a look. I'm in process of trying to insert the video in the platform. And once I figure that out, we'll have a video along with it. Thank you very much.
All right. So hopefully now, see what happens here. All right, so I have that ready. So we'll probably read the first Phantom of the Fair story first when I bring it back up, and then also the Arrow story. They're probably both reprints, but we're at the hour 24, Mike. But I do need to step away from the computer for a moment. So if you want to talk to the chat for a moment, maybe promoting stuff,
Let me go. Before you do that, let me present my screen again. All right. Okay, let me share my screen.
So that I can
share. Okay, go ahead and push share for me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that while I step away for a moment? I'll be right back.
All right. Fembat Volume 1, everybody. Yes. You too can own a limited edition copy of Fembat Volume 1. Yes, the first adventure. Olivia Del Rey is bitten by a tall, dark stranger. Unknowingly, it's a vampire. She realizes this a day after her attack. She can't see her reflection anymore. She can't go out in the sun to enjoy herself, and she can't really go to church yet. But she has strong Christian values who's helping her struggle with this vampirism. She gains superhuman strength, uh, and basically she doesn't age, and all the other vampire attributes. She's fast on her feet, and she's been trying to find this attacker for over 50 years until she meets up with a scientist, Professor Nigel Emery, who creates the Fembat suit, which enables her to fight monsters, vampires, demons, and anything that goes bump in the night. And he also helps with her affliction of the craving of blood. And she doesn't want to kill anyone for blood. He goes to steal blood from blood banks of a lesser crime, but it's still a crime. But she has to have blood, better than killing people. And so, this Fembat Volume 1, she ends up finding her first villain, Edmund Coral, the Death Dealer, who is the master of the Bat Demons. The Bat Demons kidnap people from the club and bring them back to the castle, and eventually turning them into monsters or vampires. As you can see, the main cover, the wraparound cover, $25, has 56 pulse pounding pages. With the cover would equal 60 pages. This is the Moonlight variant cover. 750 copies will be available, or less. Depends how many will order and what would average out. I'll print a little more overage for convention appearances and things like that, but mainly I'll stay around the 750 mark. Then we get the $20 blank sketch cover. Yes, it's a white cover. It's uncoated. You'll be able to draw on it, and it'll have a Fembat logo. For $70, you get the 3 Fembat covers. For $7 plus shipping, you get Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator. It's a really cool 4x6 mini comic, 24 pages, all ages, full color. And $15, you get original bookmark, a good way to own some original art for $15. And you get the $30 tier, Fembat and Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator, a 2-pack for $2 less if you buy two. A 2-pack together. $125 to Fembat Everything tier. You get all 3 covers of Fembat, plus you get a the bookmark, 2 prints, an 11+17 fold-out poster, a bonus mystery ash can, and 1 Enforcer versus Inc. versus Devastator mini comic. For $300, you get a piece of the original art page there. If you buy an original art page, you'll also receive a complimentary copy of Fembat Volume 1, the wraparound cover. And we made the stretch goal of $1,000, a free Fembat bookmark to all backers. Even new ones coming in, you will get a bookmark as well. We're trying to reach the $2,500 mark, a free Fembat magnet. It'd be approximately 4 inches. And if we reach 5K, we get a free Fembat trading card art by the great Dan Lawless. He's worked for Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse independent titles, and all the other independent titles, independent creators as well. Look all the beautiful painterly artwork here on this card. It will also have stats, the Fembat stats on the back of the card, like you will see like a Marvel trading card and stuff. And for $7,500, we'll have 8 more pages added to the book. If we ever reach a 10K point, there'll be a free Apex Comics Universe action can with all the characters of previews from my other titles I've done in the past and today as well. So it'll be a fun stretch goals to accomplish if we can, with your help, of course. Thank you very much.
All right. So So we're coming up on an hour and a half here, so I think
Yeah.
I think we've got pretty much just time for probably just one more. So I think I'm going to
One
skip
more.
down to the Arrow story,
Oh, yeah. Let's
okay,
do one
and
more.
then we'll get into like this day meets history, and we'll wrap
Yeah.
things up.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm,
Actually, I did forget to ask you this. After reading the last story,
right.
overall impressions of Mighty Man.
He is. He can shrink. He can grow. He can extend his limbs out to like a big old fist and punch people out. He can hide in people's pockets. He's a quite the diverse powers of this kind of character. So yeah, it was a good story.
Yeah, actually, what's kind of funny too is that his character has changed since the first time I read. Because when I first read him, he was just simply a giant of a man. He was
You're
just,
right.
you know, he was just,
Yeah.
and he's kind of like a country bumpkin, kind of like, think of like a country version of something like Herman Munster or something like that, right?
Right.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
or Big Hill, or somebody like maybe like Jethro from Beverly Hillbillies, kind of bigger guy,
Right.
uh, bigger, more bully guy.
Yeah.
But now they kind of gave him a whole bunch more other powers too. But
Yeah.
and that's part of the reason why, of course, I like the like kind of the dichotomy of reading those two, reading Mighty Man and Mini Midget together,
Right.
because there's the kind of dichotomy there.
There
You got
is.
the biggest biggest featured, and the smallest guy featured. So all right. So, anyways, we're gonna move on to the Arrow story here,
Yes.
in Amazing Adventure Comics. First, let me pull that up, of course. All right. So, hopefully, we won't have any issues here like we were having this last time. Amazing Adventure Funnies. Look at that girl.
Woo! Yeah. Yeah.
In
We're
this
dressed.
issue, a triple Phantom of the Fair feature: Skyrocket Steel, Dick the Demon, Air Sub DX, Speed Silver's all favorites. So we'll skip, as I said. Yeah, and that feature I think I may have read before, that particular story right there,
Yeah.
because that looked kind of familiar how that started out. Um, but in this case, I think these are all reprints. As noted earlier, I think this book eventually became Phantom Man,
Mental man. Yeah.
and for a while there for Centaur. And these are like 8, 9 pages each. The Arrow, though, is only 6 pages. That's part of the. That's another reason why I was saving it for the end. There's
Yeah.
Man, Skyrocket Steel.
Speed Silvers.
Nice bright colors there.
I like it. Cool.
Look at that train. That red and yellow really worked well together.
It did. It's bright. Yeah. Such brighter colors back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Curry.
Yeah. Well, despite the fact that we're just coming out of the Depression, it was probably compared to today in terms of socially, morally. I think it was a much brighter, happier time as compared to today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They're very true. Stony Dawson, a hooded cowl. Oh, how about that? Hmm.
Yeah, some deal.
Huh.
There we go. There's the arrow.
The arrow.
The
I,
arrow.
I, I can read the narration. You want me to do that?
All right, if you want.
In Dutch Kelly's nightclub, the Castle, a young man is being taken at the point of a gun into one of the back rooms where Dutch himself has his office. You can be one of the characters if you want.
Yeah, I know it. I know it's a bad check, but can't you help me out and wait until I can raise the cash?
I don't wait for anyone, boys. Show him how we take care of bad gambling debts.
Wait, boss. Maybe we can use him in our business. You know, when we deliver packages.
Yeah, butts. It'll keep our hands clean of the dirty work. I've changed my mind. I'll give you a chance to work off that debt you owe us.
Okay.
That's you.
Oh, thanks, Dutch. I'll do anything to square myself.
Here's a little present for a florist who doesn't want to join our society of better flower growers. Just a little present that may induce him to see things our way. I want it delivered when he's there personally.
Hmm. What kind of present do you think that is?
That could be a bomb.
Mm-hmm.
It could be something. I don't know. It could. Well, we'll see. Hmm.
Yeah. I think it almost seems like kind of what one of those extortion rackets, don't you? Don't you
Yeah,
think?
of course.
Just what are you driving at, Dutch?
You know very well what I mean. It saves the trouble of taking someone for a ride.
Why, that's murder. I'd rather have the ride myself than kill somebody. Who wouldn't have who wouldn't have the slightest chance?
Yeah, well, come on, kid. Perhaps this will convince you that I mean business.
Elaine.
Yes, your sister. Now, what's your answer? Our boat is sailing for East Africa in half an hour. You wouldn't want her to go along, would you?
Hmm. Okay, I haven't read this story. I thought I did, but I guess I haven't.
Uh,
This is a newer. Oh, it's a good thing I did decide to read
yeah.
it.
You've heard of white slaves, haven't you? Well, what's your answer? You know she tried to help you and learned too much.
Hmm.
That's
You know, it's kind. Yeah, the white slaves are so.
yeah.
Yeah, she.
Hmm.
They had them back then too, I guess.
Yep, of course.
I ought to kill you. I'll do it. I have no choice.
Let's see how 5,000 is your debt. I'll give you 250 in credit for each job you'll be with us sometime, and so will your sister. If anything goes wrong, you know what will happen.
So let's see, 5,000 and 250 per job. So let's see, 5,500 into 25, 20 jobs.
Yeah, okay. You can start right away if you want to. You're getting away easy, Squirt. So see that you do your job well. Get the car ready, butts.
Hmm.
Here's a list of addresses, 20 of them. The faster you go through this list, the sooner you can leave.
All right, but I'll get even someday.
A reign of terror spreads through the city as flower store after flower store is blown into splinters by a mysterious black sedan coming and leaving as if by the wind. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Phil,
that's you.
Phil, dishonor, fever in a stinking jungle. No, I can't. I can't him take the late. Okay, somebody needs a
Terrible writing.
grammar lecture
Yeah, yeah,
lesson.
yeah.
um, we're in this mess too, deep deep to tell any in too deep to tell anyone. I've got to see her through myself. Why did she have to try to help me and get involved herself?
Yeah. You're doing fine, kid. I'm holding that boat until you get through when your last job is finished. It sails and you go home.
That's a laugh. Look at this paper. That'll be something to explain.
Police still hunt for its kidnapped son and daughter of James Parker, millionaire banker. Leaves everything up to the police. Refuses to offer a reward of any kind whatsoever. Butts, Morley, come here. Why didn't you tell me these kids were hot? Fool supposed the cops had spotted them. You'll be one of the guys. Or
Uh,
you told us to keep them going.
Oh, I could do but well I thought you'd done buttons before.
Did I did butts? Oh, okay. I, I thought I did the. Oh, okay, I don't care. You told us to keep them going till you got back. All right. Get the dame on the boat. I'll bring the kid myself.
Okay, boss.
Yeah. Get away from me. What are you going to do with me now?
You're going on a little boat ride, sister.
As Marley bends down to grab Elaine, a streak of lightning flashes past her and an arrow pins the thug to the stone wall.
Here comes the hero.
That's you. You're the
Yeah.
arrow.
Don't say a word. Don't say a word, miss. I'll have you out of here in a minute.
Oh, who are you?
Grab it. Oh, wait. You're doing narration this time. That's
Oh,
right.
grabbing the chains which hold Elaine, the mysterious stranger tears them from their brackets as if held by nothing.
Hmm. When we get down, wait in my boat until I return. I have some more work that has to be finished.
Ascending the wall of the building, the stranger returns to finish his work. Morley, what's keeping you? We've got to get moving. Morley, where's the girl? Hey, what the? He's pinned to the stone wall with an arrow. Is that you, Dutch? I'll say, Dutch, do you know what this is? It's the sign of the arrow. Let me out of here. Another flash, and a second man is pinned to the wall. He's in this room.
Yes, Dutch, and I've come to get.
Oh no. X out of there. Okay, there you go.
Yes, Dutch, and I've come to get you. I thought you'd have Parker's kids for some reason or other, but I didn't think you'd use them for your dirty work. You're going to pay for it and pay with your life.
Yeah? Well, let's see how good you are at dodging bullets. Too bad you started talking, otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to find you in the dark. Okay, kid, get moving and move fast, or you'll get the same thing. I'll be back for you, Mr. Arrow. Take him out to the boat and come back and get me. I've got a little job I want to finish here first. Hey, Butts, help me throw this guy into the bay. Not me, boss. He ain't human. He may still be alive in there. All right. There's a gun in my hand. Do you want me to show you who's giving orders around here? No, boss. I'll come with you. That's you.
You weren't as good a shot as you thought you were.
Oh.
Down you go, and here's something that will seal your ups forever. They're taking your brother out to the boat. We've got to move fast. Hold tight, we're gonna split that launch right in two.
As the other two boats crash, the Arrow leans over the side and grabs Elaine's brother, carrying him with them.
Look at it! Look at that!
Wow.
Look at that!
Dang.
Nice action drawing there.
That's good. Yeah. It's thrilling.
What are you going to do with that nitroglycerin? Dead men tell no tales, and this is one that will never be told.
A trembling explosion rocks the bay as one of the yachts is blown into driftwood. The yacht belonging to Dutch Kelly.
That's that. Come, I'll take you where you should have been long ago. Home. You have nothing to fear, son. You did more than any man would have done. No one is alive to tell of what happened. Too bad it had to be that way, but I had no other choice. I don't know how to thank you for all you've done for us. No thanks are needed. Don't worry about the police. I will see that they do not trouble you.
I'm glad you're home and safe. I'll see that you don't run off again. Now, where have you been? What was that?
Elaine, look, the arrow.
No explanation is necessary. Your children are home, now where they belong. Instead of handing out pennies and surroundings of millions, give them everything they need and want, and perhaps they will not resort to other means of getting it. They need a home, not just a place to live. More than that, they need you, their father, the Arrow.
So now get that. Now that's an interesting way to end a story, right?
Yeah.
Because it seems like there's like a little lesson in there, isn't there? Don't you think?
Yeah.
What do you think the message of that story? What do you think the message the Arrow was getting at there?
They're saying that rely on someone that you trust, like your father, your parents. If you're in trouble, have some trust. Don't leave anything out. If something's gone wrong, don't try to do it all yourself. Try to get some help instead of the gambling debts and stuff like that. There's resources that maybe help you get out of it and try to stay out of trouble altogether.
Well, that's not exactly where I was going to.
Where are you going with it?
I was being reminded somewhat of the prodigal son story, but also the aspect of, in this case, what we're looking at here is instead of giving the kids materialistic stuff,
right,
give them like the love and attention that they need so they don't get into this stuff.
The trouble, yeah, true, yeah.
It's like be a father to them, not just somebody who, not just somebody who just gives them things, right? I think that was what the real thing was that he was getting at.
Yeah.
So, overall impressions of that story?
It's probably the best one.
All right. Well, that kind of does lead into my next question, and it does kind of revolve around all the. So I think we went through I think we went through 5 stories tonight.
Right.
So of the 5 features that we, and of course you've been with me for a while now, so you know what's coming. I think
Yeah.
by now. Of the 5 stories that we went over tonight, which one would you say was the one you liked the most?
I like the arrow.
And your reasons for it?
Has a prodigal son thing going on. Plus, there's it has his sister in trouble. Didn't know what to do. He had to go along with what that Dutch guy was telling him. And it's like, oh, he's fallen into a trap. And it's like he's finding ways to get out of it. And it has lots of dilemmas, things to think about. Well, if you're in that situation, it can happen pretty much almost to anyone. And if they're involved in a racket, you know.
All right. Now we've asked what one you like the most. Now, of course, in contrast, which of the 5 stories did you like the least, and your reasons why?
Mighty Midget
Mini midget.
or Mini Midget. I don't know. It was okay. Like Riddy didn't even really talk much, and you know, I don't know. It just seemed kind of forgetful.
Yeah. So, anyways, all right. Well, what did you think of the? What about the art that we saw in the features? What was your what? Anything about the art? First off, any comments on the art? Anything you want to maybe point out or anything like that?
Let's see. Uh, the art. Well, which one was the best? I don't know. They're all pretty much they're all about almost the same in a way. They're I know they're kind of different, but I think Mighty Man is probably the worst art. It seems like
You,
it's
you just are hating on mini midget.
not
Actually, you
Mighty
said
Man. I
mighty
said
man,
Mighty
not
Man.
no. That's right. You
Yeah,
said mighty man. I
Mighty
thought
Man
you were
was
thinking
Mini
mini
Midget
midget.
was okay, but Mighty Man art, a little blocky. I'm sure they're rushed to get it finished because if you're rushing a job, you only draw so many pages per day, and that suffered on quality a lot in these stories.
Hmm. All
Best
right.
one, I don't know what the best art was really in all of them. That none of them really come to mind as what was the best art in my opinion. So
All right. Well, with all that being said, of course. That not so that's all the features we're gonna do tonight. Now, hopefully, that issue of the popping up of the some of that stuff will.
yeah,
It's not supposed to happen because I do have my ad blocker on, but
right.
I had to actually get a cheaper ad blocker, or
Mm.
not ad block plus, because apparently when my computer last updated, the ad block plus was drawing too much power and was causing my computer to not function as
Oh,
well.
that's not good.
So,
Okay, let's get to the history.
yep,
Yeah.
that's where I was going. So today is Sunday, December 8th, 2024. So let's take a look back at this day, or this weekend rather, in niche history. History. So let me just take a quick peek here. Okay. Oh yeah. About that. All right. So first off, we'll head back to yesterday. First back, let's see, 2005, 2009, and 2019. Okay. So first off, we're going to head back 19 years ago yesterday, um, back to December 8th, 2005, as the
Oh yeah.
fifth as the fifth and final issue of Battle Hymn from Image Comics went on sale on this date back in 2005. So
Yeah.
for $2.99, it was 32 pages.
Yeah.
So 19 years ago today, the fifth and final issue of Battle Hymn, which, if I had to take a guess, was probably some kind of war anthology. Um,
It's like a World War II type of hero, I guess. Battle him. Yeah.
And it looked like it was actually done in the, it was done by Image Comics, but it looked like it was
Yeah.
done in the, I guess the
40s.
vein of the Golden Age.
Yeah,
How
that's
they
it.
drew it,
That's
unless it's
interesting.
reprints or something like that. But I don't. I
No,
doubt.
no, those are new stories. I think I may have the first issue of that
Oh,
somewhere
you
in my
do?
collection. I think I do. Yeah,
Hmm.
I
Oh,
may have.
I can pull up the cover real quick, and we can see if so that
Yeah.
does that look familiar to you?
I think it may have been a different cover. It may have been a variant cover. I may own. Not sure. No, this one. Oh yeah. Okay, I see it. I see it now. Yeah, I think I do have this one. I can't really
All
see
right.
the blue guy for a second. It's kind of dark.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I have this.
All right.
I might
All
have
right.
it.
All right. So with that, then, so that was 19 years ago that the fifth and final issue of Battle Hymn came out from Image Comics. And
Wow.
now moving, 19 years ago yesterday. Now moving on to the next piece of niche history, as it were. Moving ahead to 15 years ago yesterday, 2009. On the Go Home Raw before TLC 2009, in which Mark Cuban served as as the guest host for Monday Night Raw. The main event going into their match against Jericho for the WWE Tag Team Championships, D-Generation X of Triple H and Shawn Michaels defeated Chris Jericho in a handicap match. You also saw The Miz retain the United States Championship over Mark Henry, with Mark Cuban as special guest referee. Kofi Kingston defeated Randy Orton, with Kelly Kelly as a special ring announcer. Maurice defeated Gail Kim. The Legacy of Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase defeated Evan Bourne and Primo in exactly 5 minutes. And heading into his match, John Cena had a non-title match and defeated Carlito. So that happened 15 years ago yesterday, Monday Night Raw.
Cool.
And finally, 5 years ago today, are you getting something there?
No.
I saw you leaning away from your camera there, so that's why I was asking.
It's doing something.
5 years ago today was the passing of two individuals of, somewhat. Renee Auberjonois, American actor, most known to most people know him from his roles either as Odo from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, as well as Clayton Endicott III from Benson. But he also had a number of voice roles over the years too, including Desaad from Super Friends, Mark Desmond from Young Justice. I remember he actually voiced Ken Jarreau in a Justice League episode.
Cool.
Let's see. He even reprised the role of Odo and Stewie Griffin, The Untold. He passed away at the age of 79, lung cancer on this date 5 years ago. And Carol Spinney, American puppeteer, voice actor, comics artist, and animator. For his puppeteer work, known for his work on Sesame Street, and in particular portraying the roles of Oscar the Grouch and Big Bird. And then also was, I guess, a voice animator for Crazy Crayons. He passed away at the age of 85.
Wow.
So there you go. Actually, it's kind of funny because Carol Spinney had been Big Bird pretty much from, I think, the start of Sesame Street back in '69 all the way up to like a year before he died. 2018 was when he retired from the role.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that's all we got for you on the history side of things. So Apex, how did you like the show tonight?
It's a good show.
All right. So before we head out, going to give you the opportunity here one more time to, share any links, promote anything you're doing this week. I think you know the shtick, right?
Yeah. Let me get to my thing real quick here. All right. And oh, by the way, let me hold on, let me cancel something. Let me go and share something. I'm gonna see if I could share a Fembat video, guys. This will be kind of fun. Okay, and where did it go? We'll see what I can find. And ready, set. We start over. Indeed, fundmycomic.com. You'll find it. There's a link there in the chat. You guys check it out. Fembat Volume 1, funding right now. Thank you very much.
So, quick question here about that. When is Fembat in universe there, in her universe there? When exactly, what time period is she set in?
Well, she got bit in 1968. 24-year-old Olivia Del Rey got bit by a tall, dark stranger at her club in 1968. She spent over 50 years trying to search for this perpetrator who took away her humanity. In return, she gained these powers of a vampire and all the negative things that vampires can't do. They can't see a reflection of themselves, can't go out in the daylight, can't go to any religious like churches and things like that. So she's struggling with her to maintain her Christian roots. At the same time, fighting this vampirism that's infecting her. So it's a struggle she's doing along the way. And at the same time, she meets up with the scientist in present day that develops the Fembat suit, enable her to fight monsters and vampires and deflect the sunlight. She can do this and like envelops the underneath of her mask and pulls her boots up to like a full body suit whenever she's in the sun or in really unpleasant battle situations, a little extra protection.
Yeah. Well, I'm just wondering because I noticed all the psychedelic part in there. So
she's a character that came from the 60s.
Set in the 60s or something like that.
Yeah, when she got bit, she was in the 60s. Yeah.
Well, if she was 24
yeah.
in 68, that would have meant she was born in 1944, which would actually make her 80 years old today.
Yep.
You notice how quick on the math I can be?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with the aging type of things with the dates and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, I do thank everybody for being here tonight. Of course, we'll be back here tomorrow night with more news. And of course, next Sunday, we'll be continuing our look down Comics History Lane in April 1940. We'll be heading into the worlds of David McKay Publications and Eastern Color. Next week, of course, Metal will be joining me for that. Yeah. And of course, throughout the week, of course, we'll be catching up on all the latest in the world of niche, from anime to cartoons to comics to to manga to pro wrestling and all that. So with that, I thank everybody for being here, and I hope to see everybody back here tomorrow. Bye. Bye.
Bye.